Hey, I hope y'all can hear me well. Um, I wanted to do a quick video on another long-term strategy. Um, One of my boys, I was talking to him earlier, and he was telling me about a contract that he is in that is down 70%, he said, when he used to do this kind of bullish zombie um, strategy that he learned from this dude online. So he told me the contract and the day that he got it. So I'm gonna go to that contract or the day that he got it. He said he got it on, let's see, February the 17th. February the 17th, and the expiration date was January 2022. And the strike that he purchased, here it is. Whoops, let's get some of these simulated trades off before I ruin the surprise. This is the contract that he bought. He said he paid about $1,100 something for it. So let's just say he paid $1,185 for it. So let's bring the calculator up. I'm gonna try and make this a little bit smaller too. Okay. Actually, let's use the scratch pad as well. So let's go on. What date is that? February 17th. Purchased. Call for $1,185, so $1,185. Because remember, every option is worth 100 shares, so you got to multiply it by 100 to get the actual dollar amount. Let's see, strike was 110. So I'm just putting this just for some memory stuff. So strike was $110. Okay, so that's for January 2022, and it's an A and B. So now, let's see, Jan, A and B. Okay, so now let's take the opposite, well, almost the opposite side of that trade. So in other words, we still want to express a bullish view. So that means that we still want the stock price to go up, or we want to benefit rather when the stock price goes up. So in order for us to do that, on the other side of the market, as far as a different type of option, the puts, we would have to sell puts. He purchased a call. So now we're going to sell a put of the same strike, just because that's the amount, the amount that we expect, or that we're wanting AMD to be above at expiration to try and have some type of value. He probably didn't plan on staying in this thing for so long anyway. He just planned to make money, provided the stock price went up, but he's down quite a bit as of today on that position, but he makes money on other positions. This is just what he used to do. So let's go ahead and add this. We're going to sell. This is the strategy I'm talking about. We're going to sell a vertical put. So we're going to sell a vertical spread. This is a credit spread, but the amounts aren't equal. We're trying to get as close to that 1185 as we possibly can. So in order for us to do that, so look, with the spread, the most that these two combined can ever be worth is $500. The most that these two could ever be worth combined is $500. So look, 500 minus $335 will give you the amount that you could possibly lose, because you think about it, if you sell these two, you're collecting 335 out of 500. So let's do that math right quick. Minus 335. The most you could lose is $165 on this trade. But remember, I said the amounts, we're not comparing apples to apples unless we get to that amount. So we could multiply this, and make that number higher. But instead of doing that, let's just make it so that it's one trade. So let's go to maybe the 100 strike. Okay, $650. That's not quite enough. Let's see, let's keep going. Let's try the 95. Nope, not quite. It's getting close to 92 and a half. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's check the 90. Was there 92? No, there was not a 92. So the next one would have been 90. That's probably going to be too much. Yep, 1310. Okay, so let's go back to the 92.5 strike. And this is the Thinkorswim desktop platform. I'm under the Analyze tab and the Think Back tab. This is what I've been using for forever now to structure my strategies. So, well, and to optimize them too. I'm trying to see what works. By trade, I'm a process improvement professional. So I'm used to trying to improve processes and optimize them to put less work on me or less stress on whoever the operator is. Okay, so 1155 is our amount that we would be collecting. So the put for Jan 2022 110 strike collects. So this is the difference also. This one is only able to collect a certain amount of money. So that's generally why a lot of people don't do it. You're capping, in other words, you're basically limiting the amount of money that you could make. It's a little bit less of a risk because a sold position benefits as time goes by. Now, so, it's a little bit less risky in that respect, but they don't make quite as much money as a call, especially this. This is a naked call. So in other words, we're doing a spread that has two positions combined. And this is just a naked call or a single option, some people call it. So I didn't know that I spelled strike wrong. So the put contract, January 2022, it collects $1,155 on Feb 17. Okay, so now let's just skip to today because AMD has been pretty range bound like crazy. So let's see how much this exact contract is worth on today. So I'm gonna get this trade out of here. I'm gonna add this 110 back up here, the purchase. And now we're gonna go to the trade date. The trade date, we're gonna say we bought it today, or see what the price is, what it's worth. That same contract is worth on today. And today is July 27th. Well, the trading day has already passed. $407.50. So let's go currently worth 407. Okay, let's bring our calculator up. Let's go 1185 minus 407.5. Now let's divide that by what we paid for it initially. So yeah, so even though I didn't get the exact amount that he paid for it, right, it's still close to 70%. So, 0.65, you just multiply that by 100 to get the percentage value, 65.6%. And that's down. So if we had purchased that on February 17th, we'd be down 65%. Now, 65%. Or what was that, 700 something dollars? I think it was 775, like that. Let's see. Yep, 777.5, close. 777.5. Okay, so now let's do the same thing for our put spread. Oh, so look, we had the 110 strike and the, what was it, the 92.5, for 92.5 strike. That was the one that we purchased. So we sold the 110 and purchased the 92.5. We just used this 92.5 to help finance some of this one and limit our risk, which subsequently limits our reward as well. So I hope everybody understands that. So let's get this trade out of here. We're going back to our, and let's see, going back to 110 and 92.5. Well, I didn't need to do it that way. I mean, you could get to the same result that way, but let's do it just selling a vertical, just populating it this way, 92.5. So that it shows our actual number. Remember, that was 1155. So that number is correct. So now let's just go to today's date. taking too long, so I'm just going to go to it this way. July 27th. 192.50. So let's sell vertical. No, just change the strikes. 92.5. 1220. 1220 is what it's currently worth. $1,220 currently. Okay. So now let's see how much we're down, because think about it. A sold position, you want it to be worth less money over time. This one is currently worth more money, but let's just see just how much money we are down. And I'm really going to blow your mind when I tell you your maximum loss on this trade as well, because I didn't go over that. And let's see, 1220 minus 1155. We're currently down $65. Down 65 bucks. And that percentage value is 65 divided by the 1155, our initial investment, 5.6%. I think I had told you 5.2% earlier. So down 5.6%. Look at the difference between these two. And I said we're comparing apples to apples. We're really not. And the reason being is because, remember I said we're trying to compare like the similar risk amount. How much are we actually risking? We're not risking 1155. Here we're risking the 1185, that price. We're not actually risking 1155, and I'm going to show you why. Remember earlier I said the most that two positions can be worth was the difference between their strikes. Like I went to 105 and 100, and of course it's only a $5 difference between the two. 5 times 100 is $500. That's the most those two combined can be worth. And I said, okay, if we did those, we'd be collecting, what was it, $300 something. The same thing applies to every single spread that you put on. And a spread is just two positions combined, where one is a buy and one is a sell. So look, you got your buy here, you got your sell here. So let's see what these two, the most that they could be worth is. Let's do 110 minus 92.5, 17.5. We'll multiply that times 100. The most they could be worth is 1750. So, but we collected 1150 of their maximum value. Let's go down to here. Most spread is worth is 1750. We collected, this font is small, but hopefully y'all can see this. That's just how the scratch pad works, and I don't feel like detaching it and making it bigger because I'm only using a share screen on one screen. The most the spread could be worth is 750. We collected 1155 of it already. February the 17th. Okay, so now we're going to calculate how much we could potentially lose. What's our maximum loss? So our 1750 minus the maximum minus what we've already collected. That's 600 bucks. Most we could lose is $600. So really, if we wanted to compare apples to apples, we need two of these. And the reason being is because we need to be risking about $1,200. And that's why I chose these stripes. Risk the same amount of money. That's to make the study accurate. To compare apples to apples, just a little bit better. So 1,200 bucks. Risk the same amount of money, which is $1,200. So we would need two. Okay. So if our quantity is 1155 times 2, the most that we're collecting $2,310. and we'd be down $65 times 2, $130. We'd be down $130 still. The percentage would stay the same. I didn't realize I spelled down wrong. We'd be down the same 5.6%. This amount would be doubled, $130, and it would be worth $12.20 currently, or $24.40 if we had two different positions. So now, the reason why these tend to the reason why this is my favorite long-term strategy is just because of the fact that even though the stock is clearly moving in the direction that I don't want it to, I want the stock to move up because I'm expressing a bullish position. Even though it's moving away from where I want it to go, time is passing each day. So even though my reward is smaller than this one, which has completely unlimited profit, even though my reward is limited, at the end of the day, my risk is limited as well. And with each passing day, I have more ways that I could potentially win or lose a little bit less. And that's the whole point of why I even trade. I just want to either win or lose less. If I have to absolutely lose, which is bound to happen, nobody's perfect, you want to lose as little as humanly possible. And this makes it so. And that was a small capital requirement to put up for that particular trade. I didn't even get into if we were to go further out in time or further out in a strike or have a better entry point and get into volatility, because at the end of the day, when you sell things, you want to sell them when volatility is heightened, because a heightened volatility can increase the options prices. And I showed that on a previous video, and I hope you guys caught that. I hope this video is not too long. It kind of feels like it might have gotten that way. So I'll go ahead and end it here. I hope this helps somebody. Thank you for watching. God bless.